welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's good to have you. I decided to do a quick live reading for all signs because, well, basically I'm lazy and I don't want to have to do another, I don't want to edit. I don't want to record and then edit and all that stuff. So this is a good way to just quickly, I think, record a video without having to go through, recording it first and then editing it and then uploading it and all that good stuff. So hopefully this will work out. We'll try it out. I am planning on doing all of the zodiac signs, but if I see that it gets to be too much, we're a little out of it's just taking too long, something like that, then I will put it in segments. I guess I'll just, split it up, basically, so to speak. Okay, I can see what I'm doing, but it's opposite on my video screen of what is actually on the table, so it might look a little weird, but I figured we'll start with Aries. Let's go with Aries and see what we got going for Aries for the week ahead. We're just going to do weekly readings right now, and we'll do them brief. We won't get too crazy. I'm going to use my handy dandy blue knit cloth piece that I knit for myself as a sound buffer so that it's not too loud when I shuffle. So hopefully it won't be too loud for you. All right, let's go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God, guardian angels, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show me what I need to know for the sign of Aries, please. Let's see what Aries has coming up for the week ahead. All right, the week ahead, please. Show me the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. We got two cards here. I'm going to take them both. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands. All right, I'm going to take this reversal because I do primarily keep my cards upright. So if I get a reversal, that's pretty strange indeed. So I'm going to take note of it. For me, the way I read reversals is, unless there's something glaring at me, I generally feel it's a weaker version of the card upright. But, don't take my word on that. That can change. I am an intuitive reader, as they say. All right, so we got the Empress on the bottom of the deck, Empress energies. So we have a lot of good vibes, so to speak. You're definitely in this place, Aries, where you are thinking positively with that Nine of Cups. There's something going on with a relationship in your life right now. With this Two of Cups, could be a significant relationship. It could be, I am getting this as a romance, but let's pull some clarifiers and see where they go for you. There's going to be some kind of conflict coming up for you. There's going to be some kind of need, Aries, for you to defend yourself coming up this week. And at the end of the week, I see that kind of draining your energy, making you... I see it in two ways here with that Five of Wands, whereas normally you'd be calm and patient. You are going to lose it. You're going to lose your shit this week. We got the... Justice popping out there. I'm going to leave her on the table. She's telling you, because she popped out as I was talking about you kind of losing it this week, Aries. So there's a real need for you to keep balance. Try to keep your head on straight, so to speak. All right. This conflict, it could be internal. But because we have the Seven of Wands going into that Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands, I feel like you're going to be challenged in some way. Let's pull some clarifiers and see what's going on. Why the Nine of Cups? What is Aries hoping to achieve over this next week? Why the Nine of Cups, please? All right, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Tell me more about that Nine of Cups, please. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Nine of Cups, please? The Three of Cups. All right. There's some, I think this is in relation to some kind of decision that you have made that you're hoping will work out in your favor. You may have laid down the law on something. Let's see that Two of Cups. Why the Two of Cups, please? Tell me more about the Two of Cups, please. King of Cups, nice. Three of Pentacles and Three of Wands, beautiful. All right, so I think there is some kind of celebration coming in for you this week, Aries. This is going to have to do with either a significant other that does something really nice for you. This could be in terms of building something solid, some sort of nod to the future in a way. This could be your significant other saying, let's work towards this mutual goal that we have at the end of the week. And this is almost like you finally saying, yes, finally we're on track. We're on the same page. So I like that. It could be a lot in relationship to home, family. We have the Empress here that we were looking at before on the bottom of the deck here. We had that Empress. So I feel like this is related to something familial or a new project, a new business. This is a general reading. You're going to have to take it, how it resonates, Aries. But I do feel like this is something that you've been wanting to create, something you've been wanting to manifest is coming in for you. But let's see what that Seven of Wands is all about. Why the Seven of Wands, Spirit? Please tell me more about that Seven of Wands. Okay, the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. All right, beautiful. So I'm curious as to why we have this conflict at the end of the week. There may be a slight disagreement. Like you're both on track. You're finally both seeing the way forwards, but there may be a few difficulties financially in how to achieve that. So this week you may become more aware of what your obstacles may be. Not that you can't overcome them, because you can with that 10 of Cups. I'm seeing you definitely being able to overcome those obstacles, but I feel like you're going to kind of get your head out of the clouds in a way, some way, shape, or form. Like reality might hit in a way, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because this lets you be very clear and focused on how to achieve this goal that you're trying to manifest for yourself. All right, why that Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands? Okay, we have the Emperor, the Seven of Cups. I got a lot of cards for you, so I'm going to take them all out. The Lovers and the Hierophant. Okay, so this is just kind of reinforcing what I was saying before. This plan, the Emperor can talk about needing to set a solid plan. He's like the architect of the deck for me. He's really, focused. He looks towards manifesting in a realistic way. Like, how are you going to get from point A to point B? The Emperor will get you there. He's very authoritative, no nonsense kind of energy. And I think that with the Seven of Cups, there's been a lot of confusion about how to move that plan forward that we were talking about earlier. And especially with the Seven of Cups and the The Lovers card. The Lovers can often talk about a decision that needs to be made. And so for some of you, I'm feeling the Lovers and the Hierophant together. This is going back to this mutual agreement earlier where you both agree to take this plan, project, relationship to the next level. You're going to elevate this relationship. So for some of you, this could be romance for sure. This is you deciding to get married possibly, or to move in together or something like that. It's definitely a taking this relationship to the next level kind of feeling. But for others of you, that could be taking a business relationship up to the next level for you as well. So you'll have to take it as it resonates. But I feel like whatever conflict pops up by the end of the week, so today is like, what, Thursday? This is going to be like a weekly, a next week ahead reading. So by the end of next week, you might run into some confusion that you feel is setting you back a little bit, but don't let it shake you. Just keep focused. Whatever you find out will be good, and you'll be able to move forward because it'll make you stronger. It'll be able to make you move forward in a stronger way. Okay, I'm going to pull just one final oracle card for you, is like words of advice. I have this new deck, and so I'm curious to see how it plays out. I did use it in my last readings in the monthlies. So let's see what we have for you. Overall energy for the next week for Aries, please, Spirit. Overall energy for Aries, please. All right, that one kind of wanted to fly out. All right, so you got, sorry about that reflection, you got work with the bumblebee. So yeah, it's time to get time to get down to work, time to focus, time to put away any feelings of stagnation or procrastination, perhaps, or just, maybe you've just been hesitant to move forward, and now everything is in play, everything's ready for you to go. So you're ready to turn into that worker bee and that busy bee and get things going. So that's pretty cool. Really awesome energy for you, Aries. I like this. This is like good productive energy. And if you are getting engaged or married or something like that, congratulations, because that's pretty cool. Or even if you're starting a new business, that's really exciting too. So congratulations on all of that good stuff. I love it. All right, I see a upside down card. I'm going to straighten it up and make it right. And let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got coming up for you over the next week. Now, just remember, this is a weekly, just a week spread, a week ahead spread. So we'll see what we got going on. All right, thank you, Spirit. What do we have for Taurus? Please give me 4 cards for Taurus, please. 1. That one. Nope, putting it back. Okay, it wants to be that one. All right, please give me 1 clear and accurate messages for Taurus. End of the week, please. There we go. And we got 2, so I'll take them both. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the 2 of Wands with the Hermit. Okay. All right, so my initial, what I'm feeling from these cards, and we'll pull some clarifiers, of course, is that there's something that you're feeling kind of protective over this week. So you can see here, this is a really interesting 7 of Swords card for me in this deck. Normally the 7 of Swords is not so like gentle here. This is a real gentle energy, and she's like holding this egg very close to her heart and her chest. And there are some other eggs on the bottom. So I feel like this is very much a protective energy that comes forward with this card. So there's something that you are feeling protective over. And this is something that's very near and dear to your heart there with that Ace of Cups. So you're looking at something that means a lot to you. The Page of Swords is coming up in your advice position. And so what I'm seeing with that is a real need to gather more information. You can see the Page of Swords in this deck is standing on a pile of books, and he's got the dandelion flower there, kind of just spreading its seed out everywhere. So I feel like there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of information that's available to you right now, Taurus, that is free. It's, you can go to the library, you can look it up on the internet, you can do all kinds of things. It's free information that's available to you that might help you figure out how to solve this issue. Or for some of you, I'm also feeling pretty strongly that this is a week where you are doing teaching. You're teaching somebody, you're teaching others, you're sharing your gifts, your knowledge, your talent with others, and you're kind of you're passing it on, so to speak. You're doing good, you're throwing your good energy out into the world, and it is definitely going to come back to you in ways that that you don't see necessarily right now. And so if you're feeling protective, if you're not sure if you should share some kind of knowledge with somebody, I feel like you should. Okay. And then you've got the Two of Wands and the Hermit heading up the end of the week. So the Two of Wands talks about really pulling down your will and getting your will focused so that you bring yourself into alignment. It can also talk sometimes about the need to make a decision. How do you get from here to there, basically? You can see her looking at the moon, right? She's sitting on the roof. She's got the world in her hands, but she's looking at the moon. And so she's like, I'm here, but how do I get there? Kind of image. And then this with the Hermit, I get the message that a lot of it, you have two things here. You have to study, you have to go out and figure out how to find the information that you seek, but you also have to listen to your intuition. This is a real strong intuitive card with the Hermit. It's a time for you to listen to your intuition as well, and that'll help guide you to find the right information. So if you get an urge to stop at the library for something, you might see a book that you need like right there waiting for you in the lobby, kind of thing. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you. We'll see what else we have going here. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Seven of Swords, please, for Taurus? I'm going to take that one. Justice. Justice came out for Aries. A real time of balance, I think, for everybody, no matter what sign in the zodiac you are. Yeah, and I also got the Queen of Cups for you. So there's that intuition. There's that need to really go inside and listen to your intuition, get in touch with your higher source. You may be highly psychic and at this point in time, super intuitive. And that may make you more emotional too at this time. So if you find yourself going off whack a little bit because you're overly emotional, try to ground yourself and center yourself. Okay, why the Ace of Cups, please? Why the Ace of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Taurus. Why the Ace of Cups? The Four of Wands. Now, I don't do reversals, and I noticed that somehow I had reversed all of these cards. So let's give you two interpretations. I generally don't do reversals because I don't think we need them. I think the cards are clear enough as they are without needing to resort to reversals for interpretations, but we'll do the interpretation both ways, okay? This is something regarding, as we were saying, this is kind of your what to be aware of position. What do you need to keep in mind as you move forward throughout the week? It sometimes can refer to obstacles, or it could just refer to something that you need to keep in mind. And so we're looking at For you with the Four of Wands, we're looking at family, celebrations, achievements. And so you could be worrying here about, as I was saying earlier, just something that's kind of close to your heart. If we look at it in terms of the reverse position, the way it came out, that's telling us that you're worried about being able to celebrate something. You don't think it's coming forward for you in the way that you like. Yeah, I'm still getting the same interpretations, and these are just clarifying for me. So why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords, please? The Nine of Discs and I am just going to take them in reverse if I get them now, but I will give you both interpretations. I know I said I don't do reversals, but I feel like maybe they've got reversed for a reason. I think that this need to gain more information and gain more knowledge has something to do with your money, like how you're bringing in how you're making a living, how you're bringing in money, and you're impatient. You're super impatient. There's no need for you to be impatient because there's no doom and gloom here. This is just telling you again to just go out and study. There's something that you don't know. There's some knowledge that you're missing, and you can find it easily. Why? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Don't worry. Okay. All right. Why the Two of Wands, please, and the Hermit. Why the Two of Wands? The Three of Wands. Lovely, lovely. Three of Wands is such a powerful card. That tells me that you will be able to align your head, your heart, and your will so that you can move forward in success. Three of Wands, super, super powerful cards. Whereas you may not see the end in sight, it's coming. And then we end with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So a lot of a way out of the confusion by the end of the week for you. Okay. All right. Let me pull one oracle card for you, Taurus. Let's get an overall kind of advice, one final advice card from you for you with this. Deck, and we'll see what we got for you. Rebirth. Nice. Rebirth. All right, so this is powerful energy here. This is you really focusing, and at the bottom of the deck you got energy. So I think if you've been a little lacking in energy, that's going to come back to you, and whatever information that you find out this week, it's going to give you a real new lease on life, in a way to speak. As they say, it's going to give you a whole new focus, a way to look at what you've been kind of struggling with, in a way, maybe. Although I don't really see much struggle here for you, Taurus. I see a lot of steady improvement, steady movement, and any kind of feeling of insecurity that you have, you'll get rid of it by the end of the week. Again, there might just be some information that you need to get rid of that feeling of insecurity. Okay, let's move on now to who comes after Taurus? Gemini. Right, Gemini. All right, let's move on to Gemini and see what we have going. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me 4 cards for Gemini over the next week. We're just going to do a weekly spread to see what energies we have coming up over the next week. There's 1. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Gemini. 2. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and accurate messages for Gemini, please. 3. And 4. All right, let's see what we got for Gemini. We have the 6 of Wands, We have the Devil, Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifiers too before I say any more so I don't repeat myself. I want to make these kind of faster so that they are, we're not wasting your time and I don't end up repeating myself, explaining the clarifiers as they come out, all that good stuff. So let's just pull the clarifiers now, but this looks pretty good. The Six of Wands heading up the week for you. That's a real victory. That's feeling really good about yourself and about your situation and not having any worries. That Devil card is in the kind of what to be aware of position, and it can come out in many different ways. All right, clarifying the Six of Wands, we have the Star. Somehow I got these cards all mixed up and I don't do reversals. So I'm just going to pull them out in the right way. All right, clarifying the Devil though, we have 3 cards. We have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Fool. So that's really nice energy to see right there. I like that. And I just have to pause for a minute and say, look at this beautiful Devil card. It's just a cool looking card to represent the Devil. I don't really see it really giving me much devilish vibes unless you're really afraid of spiders, but it doesn't matter. It's a less threatening, I guess, Devil card, right? Okay, let's get some more clarifiers for the Page of Pentacles. And just again, this is a weekly spread, so this will just cover the next week, a week from whatever time you're looking at it. I mean, we're doing it now today, so a week from today, basically. All right, why the Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Thank you. The 3 of Cups. Maybe another clarifier on the Page of Pentacles, please. Why the Page of Pentacles? All right. Gosh, beautiful cards coming out for you, Gemini. The 10 of Discs. And why the 4 of Wands, please? The Knight of Cups. The 4 of Wands. You got 4 cards here, so I'm going to pull them all out. The 2 of Wands and, wow, the Page of Cups. All right, Gemini. This is really good, happy energy for you, finally, right? Some of my Geminis have been dealing with some difficult issues lately, and it looks like these issues are coming to an end. Sorry, I'm moving the cards all around, but I'm just getting the vibe of the cards, and now I shook the camera. So sorry. Okay, something's coming up this week, something that you've been dealing with for a while that has kept you really feeling like you're tied to a ball and chain, you're tied to some kind of obstacle that you just can't move past, right? And it has something to do with wanting to create a new beginning for yourself. So you've had a lot of hope and a lot of aspirations, basically. You've been feeling really good about moving forward in a new direction, but there was something that was kind of keeping you back from that. And your advice over the next week here, this is the Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Discs, is to move forward with real confidence, celebrate the victory as if you already have it. If it hasn't happened yet, it's about to happen for you, Gemini. And I feel like this is a general reading, so we'll have to take it as it resonates. For some of you, this is a career issue, primarily career. This is a promotion, or this is an easing up of relations or easing up of difficulties within a work situation. I'm primarily feeling it that way. But for some of you, this is a message of forgiveness in some way. So this is either you forgiving somebody else and like actually feeling it in your heart. You're being able to forgive somebody for a situation that occurred in the past that wasn't good for you, but you're really able to forgive and forget in a way and move on. And because you're able to do that, that brings in all this new energy and new possibilities, all these new possibilities for love and romance and career and just positive events, anything that you've been trying to manifest for yourself. And I also see like a lot of creative energy coming in for you, Gemini. So you may be feeling the urge to create in some way and to give back. That would benefit you a lot if you could get those creative juices going. Again, the thing with the 10 of discs that's really important, and you got it in your kind of advice position or your what to do position. The thing about the 10 of discs is that the 10 of discs talks about a level of wealth and success and abundance that you've achieved that now needs to be shared. You need to do something with it and pass it on in some way, or else it becomes stagnant and is no good, and kind of you'll lose the vibrancy and the power of that energy if you don't share it in some way. So how you share it is completely up to you. It can be from gardening, creating a garden so that you share bounty with animals, right? Bees and birds. It can be mentoring somebody. It can be donating, working towards a goal, charity goal, or it can be anything, any kind of way that works for you, Gemini. But it does talk about celebrating your achievements and passing them on in some way or other. There's a lot of reason to celebrate coming up by the end of the next week. So if you've been looking for a promotion, it's probably going to show up by the end of the next week, or it could be a family event, something in your family that's worth celebrating. All right, let's get one oracle card for you from, I forget what this deck is called. The names of the decks afterwards. I'll put them up. The oracle deck, animal oracle deck that I got, and I'm kind of really liking you get over the next 2 weeks. Let's pull that too. Wisdom. All right, sorry about that glare. You got wisdom. There's the wise owl popping up for you. And I think this is just reinforcing that little speech that I just gave you. I got all up on my high horse telling you about how it's important to share with others. I think that this is kind of reinforcing that message. So you have a lot of wisdom that you've gained recently and that you are able to share with others, and others really want to hear it. They want to hear your message, Gemini. So be free. Don't get insecure. Don't let any feelings of insecurity weigh you down. Okay. All right, Gemini, pretty cool stuff happening for you this week. Massively powerful stuff. So I really love that for you. All right, let's move on to the next sign. Who do we have next? Who comes after Gemini? We have Cancer. I think it's Cancer, right? You know, the cameras turn on and you kind of go, well, am I doing the right order? Am I skipping someone? So let's see what we got for Cancer, please. Thank you, Spirit. If you just hopped on, this is a reading that should cover the next week or so. We're just going to look at the energies over the next week, and we're going to try to get through all the signs. So let's look at the energy upcoming for Cancer. And if we get through all the signs, if you have any questions, maybe at the end we can just do a quick question and answer round or something. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Cancer, please, over the next week. Clear and accurate messages for Cancer, please. Okay. We have 2 right there. All right. There are 4 cards. Okay, we start the week off with the King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, then 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, and then the 8 of Cups. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you just so I don't repeat myself. Usually I get the messages loud and clear from the first round, but I know that it's more fun to also pull clarifiers, and people like that clarification. And if you're a reader yourself, you may interpret these cards slightly differently than I do, so no worries. But the King of Wands is talking about a real joie de vivre, a real like entrepreneurial energy coming in for you. Yeah, it's with the Hermit card. So this is really you owning your shit, so to speak. Cancer, you're really feeling like you're being guided in a way. Why the King of Wands? Tell me more about the King of Wands, please. Thank you, Spirit. Why the King of Wands? All right, we got the Five of Swords in reverse. So you've been feeling a little confused about something, or just anxious and annoyed, basically, about something. I think this week you're able to really work through those feelings of annoyance and frustration and conflict. You may be in conflict with somebody else. And for some of you, Cancers, I'm feeling that you have been in conflict with somebody else and you backed out. You decided to take the high ground and to just not engage, and you disengaged. But this week you're about to engage. You're like, no more. You've got the Three of Pentacles coming in for you. You're like, I'm going to put my nose to the grindstone. I'm going to get to work here. And what that does is it gives you a real solid foundation to move forward. You've got the Three of Pentacles moving into the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles talks about like setting a solid foundation for the future. It's usually like, you can think of it as four columns or your foundation of a house, like four squares. Think of it as a square. It's a real solid foundation. And then here you even see her with the locks on the gate, and she's holding onto the house. So we'll pull some clarifiers. This can be interpreted in a couple different ways. You may be holding on to something. You may be afraid that you're going to lose this foundation that you built. But I'm not getting that with these cards. With the Three of Pentacles, I'm saying that you're building towards a foundation. Now, building towards this foundation with the Eight of Cups may mean that you're going to need to put something aside and walk away from something in order to achieve this sense of security, this new level of security. You could be leveling up in some way. And I see it with the King of Wands. King of Wands is a real powerful, positive energy. So you could be doing something that gives you the opportunity to level up in some way. And in doing that, you may be feeling like you need to let go of something. And with the Eight of Cups, it is about letting go of something and walking towards a new direction. Now, a less obvious interpretation of the Eight of Cups, but I get it a lot. For me, I get the Eight of Cups when I'm actually moving. So you may be moving, you may be actually physically moving into a new place to live, or you may be moving into a new workplace. And if so, that this is like a very positive card. That Eight of Cups portends like great success in whatever this new adventure is. It might feel a little shaky about it, but it's positive energy coming in for you. All right, let's pull some more clarifiers for you. We got the clarifiers on that King of Wands, but why the Three of Pentacles, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Three of Pentacles? Okay, you got the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Devil. All right, so there's that getting rid of confusion. And the Seven of Cups, the Devil can talk about the need to retain a sense of humor as you move forward, to keep things light, keep a sense of mirth. And it could also talk about, I hate to say it because I don't like to be one of those readers that gives you the astrological, the zodiac sign when they see a card that might be interpreted in a negative way. But the Devil card is associated with the sign of Capricorn. So I am feeling that you may be dealing with a Capricorn in some way, shape, or form, or you may have Capricorn in your chart. But I feel like that Capricornian energy with the Seven of Cups in reverse and with the Three of Pentacles is really telling you to do things within the rules, like go by the structure of how things are supposed to be done. So now's not the time to be a maverick in a way. Now's the time to, really do step A, step B, step C according to the book, like the way it's supposed to be done. All right, let's see about, and you may be tempted not to do that. Like you may be tempted to take shortcuts in some way over the next week. But if that's the case, try to remind yourself to not to take any shortcuts, to do everything the way you're supposed to do it. All right. And this is a general reading, so I know that's generalized, but just take it how it applies to your situation. All right. Why the Four of Pentacles? Please, Spirit, thank you. Why the Four of Pentacles? Okay, you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. You've got the Five of Cups in reverse. And yeah, a lot of cups in reverse. So a lot of cards in reverse. Like I was saying earlier, I somehow mixed up the cards. I usually don't do reversals. So I'm going to turn them upright because those are too many cards and I don't see them as being in reverse. So I see these cards right here. The Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and then our beautiful Knight of Wands here in relation to your advice and the Four of Pentacles and setting a real solid foundation. This is you needing to let go of things that didn't work out for you in the past. That's, very obvious. We know that with the Five of Cups, with the Two Cups upright and the Three Cups. It's time to change your focus from the past and move it over into the future. There's something ahead of you coming up that you're probably not aware of yet, that's going to make itself known this week, that's going to give you a real sense of optimism. It's going to renew your hope over whatever this situation is, especially with the King of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands coming in. That's really good forward momentum coming in for you. I feel that pretty strongly. Whatever this is, it's coming towards you right now. You may see it initially as a loss of some sort, or not really a loss. I don't want to say a loss. You may feel it initially as like, oh, I put so much effort into this thing that I was doing before, and now I'm going to just let it go and move forward and move on to something else. Well, yeah. I mean, if the new thing is going to be more, lucrative, then yeah, move towards the new thing. All right, let's see that Eight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. You can clarify that Eight of Cups for us. We got the Nine of Wands. Real need to just keep on keeping on, as they say. Just stick with the plan that you've got going with this new way forward. Don't get too upset. The Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior, so I'm really getting that message again. I'm hearing that right now. Don't be too, don't take past hurts too seriously. Brush them off a little bit and move forward. Okay, let me pull one oracle card for you here. Kind of like parting words of wisdom. I have this beautiful oracle deck that I got, an animal oracle deck, and I wish I could remember the name of it. Hold on, let me get the name. It is the Wild Mystic Oracle deck. I really like it. Let's see what little bit of advice it would like to give you, what to kind of be aware of as you move forward over the next week. Okay, you got play. And with the monkey up there, that's pretty cool. All right, so lighten things up a little bit. Don't forget to play a little bit as you move forward. Don't forget to bring a little bit of joy into your work day or joy into your life in general. That's a really good message. Just play. We're more successful when things are fun, when we do things in a way that brings joy to our life, even if it's mundane chores. If we can make it fun in some way, it always benefits us. So cool. Cancer, pretty cool. Pretty cool reading. All right. Who's next? I think it's Leo. If I mess up, let me know. I think it's Leo's up next. So let's do Leo for the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Leo over the next week. This is just going to be a spread for the week ahead. And then I'll get the monthlies out soon for September. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me 4 cards. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Leo, please. Clear and accurate messages for Leo. Thank you. Clear and accurate messages for Leo. One more card. All right. Okay, so we have the Fool. The Devil again. Devil coming out for everybody at some point, I think, so far. All right, so we are doing Leo. So who else got the Devil? I don't remember, but you might want to check your other placements, your moon and your rising, and see if that Devil is making a play in those signs as well. But we have the Fool coming up, so something new, some brand new adventure, something new that you're starting this week, or just a new attitude towards life. With this Devil card, the Devil can talk about things that, just bog us down, wrong thinking, things that we feel we're bound to in some way, things that we just can't get past. Can also talk about just being down in the dumps sometimes and needing to keep a sense of humor about us as we move forward. I think it's really pretty incredible, Leo, that you have 4 major arcana cards here. This is talking about big changes happening in your life. These are things that I don't want to say faded necessarily, but the wheels are in motion for things that you set for yourself to happen a while ago. And so now these events are happening for you now. Whether you want them to or not, they're definitely happening. So with the Devil card there, it's saying if it's a little bit uncomfortable, if it makes you feel squeamish in some way or scared or frightened, have patience with this Temperance card. This is your advice card here, the Temperance card. So things will come together. Things will gel and form into something new if you can just be a little patient. And with the Death card coming up at the end of the week, this is real transformation. This is something is on its way. Now, the Death card for me is not the card that talks about where things actually change. It's more of that state where everything just kind of falls apart and you move into goo. And so it's like the caterpillar when the caterpillar is forming and they just kind of move into gushy nothingness. That's the Death card. So major change coming in for you. I'm just kind of in awe of this and I'm looking at it. And I also see, you get Temperance after the Death card. So it's kind of interesting that we're moving in reverse here. If we look at the numbers here, we have 13, 14, 15, right? So we have the Death card goes into Temperance, goes into the Devil card. And then you have the Fool starting, heading up the week. So this is major. This is you on your path. And I feel like this is you really moving towards your higher good. This is where you're following your true will. You're following your true north. You're being true to yourself. You're moving on this path. So I think that's pretty good, Leo. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you. Why the Fool card, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Fool card? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Fool card? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Judgment card. I'm just having a hard time getting them to stay straight. All right. So, leaving behind things that were worrying you. I feel like for the majority of Leos out there, this is going to talk about financial stability coming in for you soon. You've been worried about finances, and then there's a real rebirth coming in for you with that Judgment card. This could be talking about something coming back into your life again. We are moving into this like retrograde cycle with a lot of things from the past coming up again. And so for some of you, I'm interpreting this in many different ways. I'm feeling for some of you, this is a new beginning financially for you. And this could relate to something that you used to do that now you're going to do again. For others of you, this could be a real reevaluation of how you dealt with issues in the past, issues of disappointment, issues of, and it doesn't even actually have to be issues that involve disappointments, but it could just be a, for some of you, I'm feeling it's just a review, so to speak, of your past, how you handled things, how you moved through certain situations and obstacles, and it's just kind of taking note and taking really aligning with, okay, I did this in the past, this worked, this didn't work, and now I'm going to use that information and that knowledge, and I'm going to move forward. All right, so let's get some clarifiers on that Devil card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Devil? And some of you may be getting information that becomes aware, that you become aware of, that it's like new information you didn't know about it. You may have suspected it in the past, but now you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that. I thought that was the case. And then you find out that that really is the case. All right, under the Devil card, we have the Star coming in for you, Leo. So this is clarifying the Devil. So yeah, loosening any attachments to things that don't work for you, getting rid of those negative, getting rid of doubts, getting rid of anything that you feel is an obstruction. And this brings about this real sense of healing and rejuvenation, especially with the Judgment card and the Star together. I'm really feeling like healing energies, like healing, like vibes, like you just feel good about things. You start to feel good about things again. All right, let me get a clarifier on the Temperance card, please. Why Temperance, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why Temperance? All right, let me shuffle a little more. Thank you, Spirit. Why Temperance? Please give me clear and accurate messages for Leo, please. Clear and accurate messages for Leo. Why Temperance for Leo? Okay. All right, so many cards. No cards before, now so many cards wanting to come out. All right, we've got the Six of Discs. We've got, look at that, the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups. I mean, a lot of my signs are getting the same cards coming out in the same positions, which is really interesting. So that's telling me that, it's just this time of the year. You may want to look at your chart and see how your chart brings in these energies. But there's a real need to be patient here. Things are balancing out. You are going to get some kind of news about something that was confusing, something that you were uncertain of. You didn't know how to move forward. You weren't sure what was going on. You weren't sure if you had all the information. You're going to get that information that's coming in for you here with the Knight of Wands. And it is just clarifying even more. It's going to give you that real sense of healing and hope for the future. And it is going to balance things out. We were talking about career and money situations. I think something's going to come in this week. If you've been worried about finances, it's going to balance that out for you. At the very least, it's going to give you information that you did not have before. It's going to let you make a decision moving forward. All right, why the Death card, Leo? Thank you. Why the Death card? Thank you, Spirit. Please give me information on that Death card. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, fast-moving information, emails, communications, phone calls. It's just a lot of new, yep, look at that. And the Queen of Swords and the Four of Discs. So something that you've been worried about is you're going to get some information that's going to help you cut through that worry. It's not going to make you feel as tight. It's going to loosen things up. You're not going to feel the need to hold on to things so much. It's going to definitely bring like a loosening of the bonds, so to speak. It's going to give a breath of fresh air. And let me pull one final oracle card for you, Leo, before we move on. Okay, you got confidence with the peacock. So confidence really being the key to success for you this week, Leo, as you move forward. I love that we got the peacock for Leo. I mean, that's so cool, right? But beautiful card here. Move forward with lots of energy. Don't be afraid to show your colors. As the Cyndi Lauper song it goes, don't be afraid to show your true colors, because they're stunning and beautiful and they will be appreciated, Leo. All right, so, okay, Leo, I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to move on over to Virgo, our next sign. Let's do a really good shuffle for Virgo. Let's see what we got coming up for the rest of the week for Virgo. It's actually a week ahead, so I know this is a Thursday. This will cover pretty much, from today to next Thursday, Friday. Be like a week ahead kind of review. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Virgo, please. Clear and accurate messages for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and accurate messages for Virgo. All right. We have 3 cards coming out right here. And one more card, please. All right. There we go. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords heading up the week, the Queen of Cups in our not really advice position, kind of like an external influences or what to be aware of position with the Queen of Cups. Sorry about that, shaking the camera. We have the Seven of Pentacles in our advice position, and then we have Temperance coming out at the end of the week. So Leo just got Temperance in their advice position, so that's pretty interesting. But it looks like Two of Swords heading up the week is talking about really getting clear about something that has been questionable recently, unsure of how to move forward, unable to make a decision, kind of trying to listen to advice from different places and trying to connect to spirit and trying to listen to your intuition and really kind of unsure of how to move forward. You're being told here that, okay, so I'm seeing this in a different way for different people. This is a general reading, so take it how it resonates, obviously, of course. For some of you, there's a Queen of Cups personality type that is involved in this uncertainty. This could be somebody related to you. It could be children. Queen of Cups often talks to me about being associated with one's children. It could be a Cancer person. I read the Queen of Cups as Cancer. Some people read it as Scorpio. It could be a water sign near you. But I feel like there is definitely a person with Queen of Cups qualities that you may be concerned with this week. Now, for others of you, this is just really talking about getting in touch with your intuition and really trusting your intuition as you move forward throughout the week. And the Queen of Cups in this deck is holding a seahorse. I couldn't think of the word. A seahorse. And seahorses talk about unconditional love. And when I see the seahorse with the Queen of Cups, it really talks about unconditional love for oneself. So if you've been down on yourself for some reason, it's time to let those feelings go. In your advice, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles reminds us that nothing worth having is easy. Nothing just pops up out of the blue. So you may be planning towards the future. You may be reassessing your goals. You may be thinking about, well, this is what I did in the past. How do I move forward now so that I can get the most abundant outcome that I want? How am I going to achieve this goal? And then you just find a lot of things coming together for you at the end of the week. Temperance can talk about patience, the need to be patient, but I'm not feeling it for you that way this week, Virgo. At the end of the week, I just feel like you're going to see that things have come together in some way. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you. Why the Two of Swords, please? Thank you, Spirit. The World, something coming to an successful resolution, as closing of one chapter and a beginning of a brand new, wonderful chapter. So if you're stuck on how to make a decision, the best move here with the Two of Swords says that any decision you make will be a good decision because it gets you moving forward. It closes out whatever this is that needs to be closed out so that you can move forward and start something new. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. Why the Queen of Cups, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you have the King of Swords in reverse. And I'm going to get another clarifier for you. Why the Queen of Cups, please? All right, the Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there was some kind of, we were talking about that inability to make a decision. The King of Swords is very clear-headed, very analytical, very decisive, very authoritative, knows what he wants, and has the knowledge to to back up his judgment calls, basically. So I think that for some of you, this is saying you need to listen to your intuition more than you need to listen to what other people are telling you. There may be somebody very domineering in your environment that is trying to force an issue or trying to make you move in a direction that you don't want to move in. And so it's going to be incumbent upon you this week to really dig deep within yourself and decide for yourself if this is the right decision or not, right? And with that Six of Swords, it's telling me that you're going to make the right decision. This decision that you make is going to move you out of the uncertainty. It's like moving on to calmer waters, getting rid of chaos and confusion. All right, why the Seven of Pentacles, please? This real need to make a long-term plan here. Why the Seven of Pentacles? The Magician. All right, this is you again. So this is just reinforcing what we were just talking about. If there's somebody overly dominating in your environment, it's going to be up to you to quell that energy. The Magician can talk about also communication, a lot of talking, negotiations sometimes in a way, but mostly email communication. The Magician can also talk about somebody that's being a little shady in a way. So I'm going to get another clarifier on that Magician energy. I'm really feeling, we got the Seven of Wands. Real need to defend your position and defend somebody else's position. I mean, look, I also got the Strength card popping out for you, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Swords. All right, so this is really telling me that, again, you need to pause and do your own research on whatever this is, Virgo. Don't just listen to what somebody else is telling you. Do your due diligence before just agreeing to something or agreeing with something, okay? Because there's something going on here with the Seven of Swords where you're not being given all the information. Something's being presented to you, Virgo, in a way that it's just not truthful. It's not accurate. And so you need to do your own research and find out what's going on. And I think your intuition is going to tell you with that Strength card, with the Queen of Cups there, this is really telling me that you know what's going on. This is a romantic relationship and you're feeling like, your partner isn't being truthful, you know what's going on, right? If this is a contract or a work deal, listen to your gut. Your gut's telling you, do your due diligence. All right, let's get more on that Temperance card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, and then the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Swords in reverse. I don't generally do reversals, but like I said, this deck got all jumbled up, and so I'm going to take them. I'm going to take it in the reversal. So whatever the situation is, whatever this weirdness is, it's coming to an end, which is great. We'd like to see that, right? And when you move from the swords move down into the pentacles, the suit of pentacles. So when you get down to the Ten of Swords, the swords are kind of, that sword energy is ending, and then you're moving into a more positive energy, right? And so with this Two of Wands, this is telling me that whatever decision that you're going to make over this next week is going to release this bad energy in a way, this confusion, this feeling of confusion or feeling of like, nothing's working out. You're going to be able to release all of that tension, I want to say, and move beyond this, whatever this was. You're going to be able to move beyond it, because we have here the overall energy, let's not forget, of your week is the Two of Swords and the World. So this is telling you that you're ending something and you're bringing in something really positive with that Two of Wands, something that's more in alignment with your own true will, something that makes you strong, something that makes you confident, and something that opens up a lot of opportunity for you. Let me get another clarifier here for you, Virgo. Why that Two of Wands, please? Why Temperance and the Two of Wands? Please give me more. All right, I got the Two of Cups here for you. So, yeah, this brings the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So we're talking about a real, reintegration, real union of your desires. This could be referring to a romance, a one-on-one relationship, if not a romantic relationship, then a work partnership. But it is a one-on-one. But the Two of Wands also talks about just really coming into union with yourself and being at whole with yourself. And so I feel like a little bit of patience at the end of the week. If you're feeling a lot of angst, just, try to overcome those feelings of angst and know that things are coming together in a big way for you. Okay. Yeah, I just pulled another deck out of just a more fun deck, and I got Temperance again for you. So a real need, I generally don't like to go with the need to be patient with Temperance, but a real need to be patient at the end of next week, however things are best for you, and know that things will come together, because Temperance talks about alchemy in many decks and about things really coming together and gelling and becoming cohesive in a real positive way. All right, Virgo, I'm going to pull one final oracle card for you here. This is just a week ahead spread, so just keep that in mind. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me a little bit of advice for Virgo here as they move through the week. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, collaborate with that little ant. All right. Well, that's giving me more of that alchemical message of the Temperance card, where you may need to gather information from different places and collaborate with others. So if this is talking about work, don't isolate yourself. Try to make an effort to collaborate with others. And if this is talking about emotional issues, try to reach out to those people that you are dealing with or that are part of that emotional situation and see if you can't come to an agreement between you all about how to move forward. All right, Virgo, that's what we got for you for this week. Feels like a lot going on for you this week, like more so than some of my other signs. So hang in there. But it's all like super positive stuff. So I like it. I like it a lot for you. Okay, we're going to move on to Libra next. All right, let's see what we got for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have going for Libra? All right, Spirit, please give me clear and accurate messages for Libra. I just want to shuffle these cards really well. All right, thank you, Spirit. Please show me the week ahead for Libra. Give me clear and accurate messages for the week ahead for Libra. Nope, that one doesn't want to come out. Card 1. Thank you, Spirit. One more card for Libra, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pull that one too for some reason. I'm feeling it. Okay, so we have, wow, the Magician heading up the week for Libra, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles with, look at that, 5 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. Wow, really awesome energy there. Hold on, I'm just going to take one sip of water because I've been talking for a while. Okay. All right. So we have the Magician heading up the week. That is super positive, powerful energy. Now, the Magician talks about, oftentimes for me, a lot of communication too. So I know we know about the traditional definition of the Magician, talking about you having all of the knowledge and the wisdom and the tools in your tool belt to move forward and to do what it is that you're hoping to do, whatever it is that you set your sights on and your will towards. The Magician says you can achieve it. The Magician also talks about a lot of communication for me. A Magician associated with the sign with the planet Mercury. And I know Mercury is going retrograde, but I'm not feeling that as a negative for you. Libra, I'm feeling it more here with just a lot of communication. It might be a lot of communication coming about things that you had already set in motion, and now all of that information is like about to come in. You've got the 3 of Wands here, kind of in a, like, you should be aware of over the next week. That's you setting your sights on something. Now, sometimes it can be, like waiting for your ships to come in. And I'm getting that with this past communication, or a lot of communication about things coming in from the past. I feel like you're going to start to see a lot of results this week of things that you set in motion in the past. And it could just be emails, letters, or phone calls about, hey, you remember this that we started? Let's get going on it again, or let's get moving on it again. You're being told with the Queen of Swords to, in your advice position here, to really keep an eye out, keep your focus, kind of keep clear, cut through any clutter, cut through any BS, and really see through appearances in a way so that you can move forward accurately, so you can see the path ahead clearly and look towards the long view, not the short view, kind of like look towards long-term results rather than short-term results. You got the Five of, what is it? The Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands coming in at the end of the week. And so really all that's telling me is that something that you were disappointed in, something that you felt maybe wasn't going to happen or wasn't going to come through, comes through, and it's a cause for celebration. So I feel like for the majority of you, this is something really good. Again, something that from the past, like, oh, this, I didn't think that was going to happen. And now you're like, oh, it's going to happen. How cool. So that's really good. The Four of Wands talks about celebrations and parties. And so for some of you, this could be just a real need to get out and celebrate, or just go out, basically, be social. But for others of you, this talks about reaching some kind of achievement, some kind of success. But with that Queen of Swords, we're talking about taking the long-term position here. So while, yes, there's whatever happens is a reason for success. For success, it's not the end of the road, basically. You still have more to do with this project. Okay, let's get some clarifiers here on the Magician, please. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Magician? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Magician for Libra? Why the Magician for Libra, please? Okay, the World. So something coming to a successful conclusion. Like I said, something's coming to an end, but it's still, yeah, and the Ace of Wands. It's still talking about something ending and something new beginning again. And with this Three of Wands, I am feeling like this is something that you had planned is now, the gears are in motion. Things are starting to happen. So that's really interesting. Really interesting energy coming in for you this week, Libra. All right, why the Three of Wands? Tell me about that Three of Wands, please, Spirit. What's going on with the Three of Wands? Oh, look at that. The Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So real victory here, real success over again. Look, the Five of Pentacles coming out for you twice here, but the Six of Wands coming out with it. This is a real victory for you. I do feel like this is something that you didn't think was going to happen. You get news this week that it's happening, and it's happening in a big way. Big way. And this is, the Six of Wands can talk about getting accolades or getting a lot of credit, or, being in the spotlight in some way. But most of the time for me, it's just feeling really good about yourself. So you knew you did something really good. All right, why the Queen of Swords, Libra? Why the Queen of Swords for Libra, please? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. Yes, a real decision coming in. I'm going to try to speed things up a little bit so that we can get through all the signs right now. And I feel like I pretty much got all the information in the first round of cards here. But yeah, we had the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups here. So this is a decision, that information that you got that's telling you to look towards the future in your advice position. This is telling me that you need to cut out things that aren't supportive of you. So if there's a relationship that isn't supportive of you, it's time to send it, on its way. If this is a project that just doesn't bring pleasure to you, it's time to get rid of it. This is all about cutting out things that don't bring you joy, so to speak, like that woman that tells you to clean out your closets and look at your clothes and say, does this bring me joy? And if not, to donate it and get rid of it. It's kind of that energy. It's like, look towards the future and cut out things that do not support you and that do not bring you joy, Libra. All right, tell me more about that Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, please. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands at the end of the week? What's going on there? There is that celebration. All right, the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So again, this is just clarifying for me something that you were worried about, something that you've been struggling with, that you've been holding on and hoping for and hoping for and hoping for. It comes in for you by the end of the week. And that's going to be different for everybody, Libra. So, you know how that relates to you, but that's really good news. I kind of really like that. So let me pull one final oracle card for you, Libra. Let's get one final, what is this? Wild Mystic oracle card, kind of like something to keep in mind as you move forward through the week. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me a clear and accurate message for Libra. Okay, you got Protect with the little koala bear. I love it. All right, and I'm really feeling this strongly as a protect your interests. It's with that King of Cups that we got there earlier in the Ace of Swords. Be really clear about what it is that is in your best interest this week. And, you also got right after that card that popped out a little bit, confidence. Have the confidence to stick to your guns, basically, this week, because ultimately, that confidence and that sense of self-protection, doing things that are good for you, that's going to bring you abundance. And you are the magician this week, so you can create the situation that you want to create for yourself. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right. Let's see. We just did Libra, so now we'll move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have coming up for you the week ahead. What's going on with Scorpio for the week ahead? Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Scorpio. Okay, we got 3 of the cards coming out already. Spirit has a lot to say to Scorpio, I guess. I can't seem to get them to stay straight, but that's okay. All right, one more card, please. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the 6 of Pentacles, real balancing of energies, the Fool, the Hermit, and then the 9 of Swords. Okay, well, it wouldn't be a Scorpio read if we didn't get a little bit of angst in there, right? We'll pull some clarifiers in a minute. But I'm seeing real balancing for you this week, Scorpio. This is a week, a 6 of Pentacles week for you. This is the energy that heads up the week. And with that 6 of Pentacles, it can talk about sometimes, and I'm seeing it with the 9 of Swords here, it can talk about you feeling less than in some way. I know that's not a normal interpretation of the 6, but that's an interpretation that's come to me over many years of dealing with the cards, reading the cards. And so that's kind of a warning sign for you, Scorpio. If there's something that makes you feel like less than in some way, you're going to have to look to your inner guidance. I mean, you have here in the what to be aware of position, the Fool, and your advice position, the Hermit. So the Fool is telling us that there's a new beginning coming in for you. You may not see it, especially with that 9 of Swords at the end of the week. You may not be aware of the fact, or you just may be like over it. You may be like, yeah, all right, there's a new beginning, but I don't see how that's going to happen. You may have those kind of like feelings, but there is something new coming in for you, a new whatever. We'll put some clarifiers in it. It's going to be different, whatever you're worried about. Something new is coming in. With the Hermit in your advice position, that's really telling you to do your best to keep going, to follow your intuition, and to search for your inner strength. And when we talk about the Strength card as being that sense of inner strength, but the Hermit is connected to the sun. In traditional tarot cards, you'll see the Hermit holding a lantern, and inside that lantern is the sun. And so the Hermit can connect to the sun, but the Hermit goes through kind of a bit of a trial, tribulation, but the sun is the end result there. You move into that sun energy. So things may feel a little difficult this week or a little unstable. I don't want to say difficult because I'm really feeling more unstable than difficult. But it's important to know that if you can follow your intuition, it's going to lead you on this new path that is very abundant, because the Fool talks about, you're starting a whole new adventure all over again, and ending out a cycle. But let's get some clarifiers on that Six of Pentacles. Why the Six of Pentacles, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you have the Lovers. This could be talking about in terms of a relationship that you've been in. Also decision, but I'm feeling that right now for a lot of you, Scorpio, for some reason, in terms of a romantic relationship. You got the Seven of Wands, which talks about a real need to defend yourself or somebody else. And then you have the Four of Swords, again, talking about that sense of healing that comes in, a sense of peace. So I'm feeling like this is you needing to do something to bring yourself a sense of peace, rejuvenation, a period of relaxing. It may be that you just need a break in whatever way that makes sense to you, Scorpio. You may need some more rest. It could be as simple as that. Let me get another clarifier for you here on the Six of Pentacles. Why the Six of Pentacles, please? Getting a lot of messages. This is a general reading, so you're going to have to take it as it resonates. For some of you, you just need a break from your partner. I mean, it's really just as simple as that. You need, I got the twos. I got the Two of the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups coming in on why this Six of Pentacles. So you may be out of balance here. There may be fighting, some kind of like conflict going on with your significant other, with your relationship. If it's not a significant other, it could be just a relationship that is close to you. And there is a real need to take a break. Why the Fool, please? Why the Fool? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Fool for Scorpio? Okay, you got the Temperance card. Yeah, a real need to bring things together, to collaborate, to maybe listen to the other person's point of view. You don't have to act on it. You can just be aware of it. But there's a real sense that this is your what to be aware of position. If you can get through the week and be a little patient, things will come together for you. Your advice is the Hermit. Under the Hermit popped out, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are going to turn. Why the Hermit? Is there another clarifier for the Hermit? The King of Pentacles. Yeah, so something's shifting right now. This is this new beginning coming in, and you need to keep that in mind. Keep your balance. The Wheel of Fortune talks about maintaining a balance as we go through the just the cyclical ups and downs of life, or as we navigate obstacles that may come into our path, right? And how do you navigate them? You approach them, you're being told to approach them from the position of the King of Discs. That's somebody with a lot of patience, a lot of foresight, calmness, and confidence, right? And kindness, like kind confidence and patience. So I feel like all of that's coming, and that'll shift for you. Why the Nine of Swords? Please tell me about the Nine of Swords. Please, Spirit, thank you. Why the Nine of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Nine of Swords? Okay, we got, was to come in upside down, so I'll take it. I don't generally do reversals, but that's how it came in. So the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not thinking clearly, basically. You're not seeing through the illusion of whatever is being placed in front of you. You're only looking at the masks, and you're not seeing what's beyond the surface, what's underneath the mask, what's beyond the surface illusion or the first impression kind of thing. And that's making you nervous. But you do have this real change coming in for you, Scorpio. So keep the faith, because you see a big change coming in for you with that Fool card. That's not a small change. That's something major coming in for you soon, okay? Let me pull one final clarifier here from the, what is this again? I keep forgetting the name of this deck, but I love it. the Wild Mystic Oracle deck. It is a beautiful oracle deck of animals that I recently discovered, and I love it. It's so beautiful. Let's see what advice we get from this deck as we move forward, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Scorpio? Sometimes they're still new, so they stick through. All right. We got the Strength card coming in for you. We did talk about strength. I forget what I say sometimes as I'm doing these readings about the Strength card earlier. So I feel like that's an important message for you to dig deep down and call on your inner reserves of strength as you move forward. Don't fall into the temptation of fear, because something really powerful is coming in for you really soon. All right, Scorpio. All right, that's what I got for you. This is just a week spread as well, so keep that in mind. It is just an overview of just the week ahead. So today is Thursday, the 24th of August. This will be good till like the end of next week or so. All right, Scorpio, thank you. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we got coming up for you this next week. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Sagittarius. I want to shuffle the cards really well so that we don't have any issues. All right, thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Sagittarius. 4 cards, please, for Sagittarius for the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 2 cards right there. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Sagittarius. I don't take out pop-outs like that, but I'm gonna put them back, but we will take a look at it. Page of Wands and 2 of Cups. So some good news coming in for something very close to your heart, or some good information that you find out. Let's shuffle a little more. Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. 1 more card. Okay, and I got 2 for you right there, so let's see what they are. Okay, heading up the week, and overall energy of the week is the 3 of Pentacles for Sagittarius. What to be aware of is the Tower. What to do, your advice, is the Page of Swords. And then you end the week with the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Okay, really interesting combination. We've been getting a lot of 5s for some of our signs at the end of the week, but let's see what we've got going for you, Sagittarius. And then at the bottom of the deck for you, I don't always pull the bottom of the deck, but I was drawn to it for some reason. So we have the Lovers, so could be a decision being made, and then the Sun underneath that. So for some of you, for the majority of you, Sages, I'm really feeling this as a relationship issue coming up for you this week. There's a need for you to work hard at something, to just put your nose to the grindstone this week, or you're going to feel like that's what you're doing this week, is putting your nose to the grindstone and just working. That's okay. Something's going to pop up out of the blue. For some of you, I'm hearing that the Tower card is really only indicating a temporary separation from your partner. The Tower card, and it's a lesser known interpretation of the Tower card, but I've been reading tarot for a really long time, and I've come to see it as a truth. The Tower can sometimes talk about a physical separation from your partner. So maybe one of you goes away on a trip to visit family, or a work trip, something like that, but you're separated for a temporary amount of time. For others of you, this is talking about a realization, something like that blows your mind. Wow, I didn't know that. I found out that information. How interesting. now I need to act on it, because your advice is the Page of Swords. And I love the Page of Swords in this deck because it's such a clear, like beautiful depiction of the Page of Swords standing on a pile of books and the dandelion spreading that knowledge. So somebody else got the Page of Swords earlier in this reading, one of the signs in the beginning of the zodiac. But I don't remember who. I tend to forget even what I say after I say it when I do readings. But the Page of Swords talks about gathering information. And I feel like this is talking about information that is freely available to you, Sagittarius. So if you are looking at, whatever this tower event is, you're like, now how do I find the information to help me move through that? The Page of Swords says that information is going to be a lot easier to obtain than you think. But the Page of Swords could also be talking about now a need for you to spread your knowledge out to others. The way the dandelion, when you blow on a dandelion, all the little seeds go out into nature and create new seeds. This could be talking about you sharing your knowledge with others in some way. You may be like visually or orally, like your message may be spread this week in some way. Like if you're on YouTube, say, if you have a YouTube channel, Sag, you may find that more people are watching your videos. You may find that at work, more people are asking you for advice or calling you into meetings, that kind of thing I'm getting for some of you. So that's pretty interesting. You've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups ending the week. So I feel like your hard work, again, we've got the Three of Pentacles heading up the energy of the week, and the Nine of Pentacles at the end of the week says that you're very successful in material issues. Whatever concerns you had with the Five of Cups, whatever you were worried about in some way, or you felt, because I'm really being drawn to this woman standing in the water here, and kind of like when you walk in water that's that tall, it's kind of like a trudge, like it's hard to walk through that water. I'm really feeling like for some of you this week may feel like that, like you're just walking in water and it's hard to move. But the Nine of Pentacles says that you really shine at the end of the week and that you do well, and you're appreciated, or you bring abundance to yourself in some way. At the end of the week, you obtain something material by the end of the week. Let's pull some clarifiers for you, Sagittarius. Why the Three of Pentacles, please? Why the Three of Pentacles for Sagittarius, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Three of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Okay, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, real need to defend your position, to move forward. You may feel like you're under a bit of attack. You may feel that you need to defend your position, your point of view, or the point of view of someone else. That's okay. Nothing worth having is, easy, right? You also got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So this is a new offer, a new gift, a new realization of what is available to you, what this new vision of yours, what working towards will bring great abundance. With that Ace of Pentacles, that's something that grows into something really magnificent, especially with the Nine of Pentacles here at the end. Why the Tower, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Tower? The Nine of Cups. Okay, so something that you got the Nine of Cups and the Judgment card. So I think that something that you were hoping for isn't going to come about the way that you were expecting it to come about, Sagittarius. That's going to be your Tower moment. You're like, I really wanted it to go in that direction, but it's not. It's going in a different direction. And that might be due to some kind of, really what I'm feeling with this Judgment card, and I'm an intuitive reader, so it's weird. I'm feeling like it's some kind of flaw that you revisit in the plan, and you see that it didn't, it really wasn't a solid foundation to move forward with. And so So you need to readjust. Basically, you need to get more information. For others of you, and this is much fewer because that's really how I'm feeling it, but for some of you, this is talking about something coming back from the past, or something being offered to you again that you really thought was totally never going to happen, and boom, it appears for you and it blows your mind. But really what I'm getting is that might require a move of some sort for you. So that's kind of interesting. All right, why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords for Sagittarius, please? Why the Page of Swords? Okay, you have the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. All right. So yeah, okay, I hate to say it, for some of you, something's going to happen, or you're going to find out about something with it's going many different ways, right? Because we have this Judgment card here. So for some of you, Sagittarius, you're going to find something out about a past partner that hurts your feelings, and you're going to kind of be like, I knew it. I knew it. You may even find this out because of your snooping. And I don't mean that in a negative way, snooping, but it may be because of something that you're looking at their Insta or something and you're like, oh man, I knew it. I knew they were dating that person. It could be something like that. For others of you, that Three of Swords, and this is a lesser known interpretation of the Three of Swords, but I'm feeling this for some of you. The Three of Swords can talk about the inability to make a decision. And so if you're studying too much, or you're trying to get too much information about some kind of partnership, that's really what we're talking about here, just an inability to make a decision. And because this is in your advice position, it's telling you to just make the decision, because not making a decision is worse than making a decision many times, because if you don't make the decision, you get the Tower moment. The universe will make the decision for you. If you make the decision, at least you have control, and you set the direction of where you want to move in by making that decision. Even if later you decide it was the wrong decision, it's still, you can correct it. Making a decision is better than no decision. And with the Lovers here on the bottom, I don't know, some of you, this is a decision on should you stay or should you go, with the person that you're in a relationship with. But the end of the week sees you with the Nine of Pentacles. So that's really positive energy, Sagittarius. Why the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups? What do we have going on there? Queen of Swords coming out for a lot of my signs. People getting clear. People thinking clearly, seeing beyond the bullshit. Yeah, this is you seeing beyond the masks that people put up, or even that you've put up. Getting really clear on what it is that you want, and moving forward and making that decision with strength and authority and clarity. And then you also got the Ten of Wands, ending a burden. No more. We're done. We're done with something that just wasn't working for you. So I like that for you, Sagittarius. This is strong energy coming in, and a lot of energy with this is you self-directing your way. The only major arcana card that we have here, the only major arcana cards that we have here are the Tower and the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is clarifying that Tower card. So that's saying that this is you this week, Sagittarius, with a lot of power over how to direct your life moving forward. So I love that for you. All right, let's get one final oracle card for you with some more words of wisdom, some little advice on how to move forward through the week. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate message for Sagittarius. All right, clear and accurate message. It seems to want to give you two. All right, comes out again. I'll take them both. All right, I am feeling two, so I'm going to take this one and this one. All right, so we have for you peace with the turtle and disguise with the chameleon. Yeah. So look at that. That's pretty cool. So peace saying time for you to bring this back into your world. And that there's something that is not as it seems really. Or, are you blending? Are you bending over backwards to conform to a situation or to be somebody that you're not because you're trying to keep the peace? I don't know. Only you know, Sagittarius. You tell me. But those are things for you to think about as you move forward through the week. All right, Sagittarius, have a good week. I think this is pretty pivotal stuff for you, and I like it. It's you and your strength owning how you're going to move forward. All right. Who comes after Sagittarius? Capricorn. I've been talking for a while. I've been talking since 7:30. It's a long time. So, forgive me. Let's see. 7:30. 7:30. All right, I'm getting a little silly. Let me just pause for a minute before we move on to Capricorn. And let me just get a drink of water. Hold on one moment. All right, let us move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is one of my favorite signs. I never knew any Capricorns until my daughter was born. She's Capricorn rising. And then all of a sudden, I started meeting a bunch of Capricorn risings, which is pretty interesting and cool. All right. So thank you, Spirit. Let's get some clear and accurate messages for Capricorn over the week ahead. So today is August 24th. We're looking at the next week ahead, August 24th to the end of next week. All right, thank you, Spirit. 2 cards so far, clear and accurate messages for Capricorn. Wow, so many cards. All right, let me just keep going. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and accurate end of the week card for Capricorn, please. Here we go. All right, let's see what we got. We have the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. Okay, looks like a little bit of a rough week for Capricorn. Let's see what we got going on. So the Knight of Swords talks about, for me, lots of times, studying, like learning a new skill, gaining knowledge in some way, but it really talks about being like doing really well. So like if you take a test, you're going to ace the test. If you're writing a report and you're wondering how it will be received, it's going to be received in a very positive way. So the Knight of Swords is actually, it's a complicated card, but it's one of my favorite cards in the deck because it really does talk about hard work that pays off. So work that you've done, you see positive results. What you put in, you get out of, basically. 10 of Wands is your near what to be aware of position. Capricorn, it's talking about an end of a burden. Something is coming to an end that's been troublesome for you. And you can see in this deck right here, the 10 of Cups is a person like bent over from the weight of flowers and roses, right? And floofy things. And flowers and puffy things, they don't really weigh that much. So sometimes the 10 of Wands in this deck talks to me about self-perceived burdens, like things that you think are burdens but really aren't. It's like a change of attitude that needs to occur. Because if she just stood up straight here, she'd unburden herself. There would be no flowers, that whole pile of stuff on her back would just fall off. So sometimes it's kind of like, just stand up straight, you have the power to free yourself of that burden. And in the advice position here for Capricorn, we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups, is a card that talks about letting go of the past and moving towards the future, kind of healing from past disappointments and realizing that there are options ahead of you that you're just not looking at or you're ignoring for whatever reason. I feel like it's this self-imposed feeling of nothing's working out for me. The end of the week sees you with the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, talks about rest, healing from an emotional situation, something that caused a lot of pain or just a very rough, tumultuous time. Sometimes the Four of Swords for me really is just talking about, being very busy and needing to rest, needing to sleep, needing to put down all of the tasks, all of the things that you're doing, give yourself a break, take a nap if you need to, and get some rest. I love it in this card. She's like laying on the moon there. So it talks about really giving yourself time to heal, to meditate, to rest, to connect to your source. Now, the moon and the Four of Swords, because the moon is so prevalent in this card, it's making me feel like, Capricorn, you need to get in touch with your intuition and get in touch with your creativity is how I feel with these cards. I'm really getting this strong message here of being too much in your head, being too academic about certain things, and not giving yourself time to be creative. And that is a need for you this week. So let's get some clarifiers, Capricorn, and let's see what we got. Why the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit? Why the Knight of Swords? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. It did come out in reverse. I don't read reversals, but I'm doing that for you tonight. But that just emphasizes being out of balance, things being out of balance, not connecting with yourself. The Two of Cups, of course, talks about relationships and being in a one-on-one relationship and being, enamored and only seeing that person in front of you. So for some of you, I am feeling it, especially with the Knight of Swords. Either you're too obsessed. If we're talking about a relationship, it's being too obsessed with the partner and not owning your own autonomy in a way. And that obsession or that over focusing too much on the other person is really a burden for you, and you need to rest from that. But that's the Six of Discs is talking about being out of balance and a need to really bring that balance back in this week for you, Capricorn. Now, why the Ten of Wands? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Ten of Wands? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're just not seeing, you're overburdening. You're putting yourself in this position of doing too much. And you have the ability, as I was saying earlier with that Ten of Wands, if she just stood up, she could unburden herself. It's the same thing. If you just take off the blindfold, you can untie yourself. So it's going to be different for everybody. And let me see if I can get another clarifier. Why the Ten of Wands? What are we talking about here? For a lot of you, I'm feeling it's a relationship, Capricorn. It really is a one-on-one relationship that is taking up too much of your time here, too much of your energy this week. You need to give it a little bit of a break. I also got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about your own will. Like, are you doing for yourself? It's just really what I'm feeling, that energy more and more. The messages are becoming more and more clear to me, or it's just really reiterating what we were saying earlier. This is a need for you to stop focusing on the other and focus on yourself. What do you want? What do you want to make happen? You have these two wands. You have the world in your hand. You have the ability to move forward in whatever direction you want to. How are you going to make that decision? What are you going to do for yourself? not for somebody else? What are you doing for yourself? I'm not saying be a jerk to everyone around you, but a little bit of self-care, self-love, self-interest is kind of needed at this time, Capricorn. All right, why the Five of Cups, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Five of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Five of Cups? The Ace of Pentacles. All right, there's something brand new coming in for you. There's a new gift, a new opportunity, something really positive coming in for you. And I think this is going to, it's definitely going to bring you a whole new outlook. The Ace of Pentacles can be a gift, right? But it's also being able to see all of the opportunities that are ahead of you in the physical form. So I think that this is, whatever it is that you've been disappointed in, there's something new coming in for you that's got a lot of potential. And it's going to kind of illuminate the way forward. You're going to be able to see what you need to do to move forward. How by letting go of this, whatever this is, you're going to be really confident about your path forward. Why the Four of Swords, please? All right, we got the Chariot. Yeah, this is moving forward in victory. This is really aligning. The Chariot talks about aligning your head, your heart, your will, like your hand, your head, your heart, and hand, so that all of your aspects are aligned and so that you move forward in victory. When we know what our target is, what our focus is, and we feel it in our hearts that we want to move in that direction, and we focus our will in moving in that direction, then we move forward in victory. So a lot of really good stuff happening there. I'm going to pull one more clarifier there. Why the Four of Swords? Yeah, you need to rest before you move forward, and you need to get into alignment, as they say. Yeah, and then the Ace of Swords. This is a real, becoming clear about what it is that you want to focus on as you move forward. Letting go of what doesn't work, letting go of any residual disappointments from things that didn't, go your way, and then really getting focused and moving forward. And that Knight of Swords heading up the week is saying that you really, if you need to do a little bit of research, do it, but you have the help available to you should you need it. You have the resources available. All right, let's pull one oracle card for you, Capricorn. Kind of something to keep in mind as you move forward through the week. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me a clear and accurate message for Capricorn. Feeling that one right there. Okay, you got family. All right, and so the thing about this family card, so obviously the most obvious message here is to reach out to family for support. I think you'll be surprised, Capricorn, at how supportive your family really is, how much they want to help you out. Don't forget about that. That could be what you're not seeing there, is that your family is willing to help you in this situation. And the other thing I want to say is, so seahorses are interesting animals in the sense that the male will, the female deposits eggs into the male's sack like a kangaroo pouch, and then the male takes care of the kangaroos takes care of the seahorses until they're born. But once they're born, they kind of just let the seahorses go on their own, and that nurturing quality that you think would be there is no longer there. They're kind of sent off to fend for themselves. So Capricorn, for some of you, I feel like for some reason you feel like you've been sent to fend for yourself, or that you have to fend for yourself. But the message is really strong that you don't have to. You can reach out to your family for aid and support and help at this time in whatever way that is appropriate for you. Okay. All right, Capricorn, thank you for being here. We're going to move on to Aquarius. All right. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's get some clear and accurate messages for Aquarius for the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Aquarius, let's see what we got going for Aquarius for the week ahead. I just want to make sure I get a good shuffle because we are at the end of the zodiac already, and I've used the cards a bunch, right? So let's just make sure that we get a nice shuffle for Aquarius. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for Aquarius for the week ahead. So this is, thank you, August 24th, Thursday. We're going to look at messages up until the end of next week. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, 2 cards there. All right, let's pull them out. I feel like this needs to go with that, so we'll put those together. We'll pull 2 more cards. Thank you, Spirit. And 1 more card. Thank you. All right, 2 cards. You're getting all the double cards today, Aquarius. What is going on with that? Okay, energy heading up the week, the Page of Cups. What to be aware of this week? It's the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Very nice. Your advice is the Knight of Wands. Wow, a lot of people cards here. Very interesting. Okay, and then your final outcome is the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. I love that. 7 of Wands to 8 of Wands. Look at all these wands, this Wands energy. The Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Okay, we have double 8s on the table. And we have 3 court cards. Okay, complicated stuff happening for you, Aquarius, this week. So the Page of Cups talks about, for me, this being a week where you are, I don't want to say like in dreamland in a negative way, but you're very open to psychic influences. You're open to dreamy interpretations of things. You're going to see things in a very romanticized kind of way. You're being asked here, Aquarius, to try to temper that tendency that you're going to have this week to idealize things and to see things from a romantic point of view and focus on the reality of how things actually are, and to walk away from things that are superfluous, basically, with that 8 of Cups. You're going to need to really kind of focus, right? And take care of the mundane things that need to be taken care of this week. Make sure you don't forget about them. Okay. And your advice is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is, talks about bringing in some energy. So where you may be feeling like very dreamy and like you want to kind of get into dream mode, watch a lot of movies or work on art projects or be very ethereal, it would be to your benefit this week to bring in a little bit of fiery, focused energy to that. So where you actually don't just think about those activities all the time, but you actually act on them, right? You set your goal and then you hop through that ring of fire. You actually get your will moving so that you do things. The end of the week sees you with the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So I feel like there's a lot of now normally we talk about the 7 of Wands as being a card where you have to defend yourself or you have to defend others. But in this deck, I really get the vibe from this card that it's really more of owning your strength, being really sure of yourself and not apologizing for who you are or how you're moving forward. And I see a lot of communication happening for you at the end of the week, Aquarius, where you're able to communicate your desires, your will, your focus, your intentions clearly, accurately, and effectively so that you get things in motion the way you want them to happen. Let's pull some clarifiers for you and see what we got here. It's a very positive week coming up for you because if you can take that dreamy energy, that manifestation energy, and actually apply that Knight of Wands, that fire will energy to your week, you're going to be able to make a lot of things happen for yourself this week, Aquarius. Let's get some clarifiers. As I said, let's get a little more information, although I do feel like that is the main message for you this week, Aquarius. All right, why the Page of Cups, please? Thank you. Why the Page of Cups? So many cards want to come out for you. Remember, like I was saying earlier, it's really funny. Okay, so you have the Hermit card and the Queen of Wands clarifying that Page of Cups. So yeah, so there's that going in within that the Hermit talks about. The Hermit is holding the sun in his lantern. So it's hard to see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, right, in this card, in this deck. But generally, we know that the Hermit is holding the sun. So there's that ability to really bring something magnificent into creation, into fruition, especially with that Queen of Wands energy coming out with the Hermit. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. She's got sunflowers always depicted in the card with her because sunflowers turn and follow the sun. And so she's got a lot of vitality. She's super attractive, very alluring, very magnetic. So these dreams, this kind of dreamy energy that you have going on for you, if you can harness that and turn it into action this week, Aquarius, you're kind of unstoppable because you're going to be so attractive to other people around you. Okay, why the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, please? Why the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups? So most of these cards are upside down, but I'm not going to take them as upside down. You got the Empress coming in. So again, this is just emphasizing a real abundant time for you where you can be creating things for yourself. You also got the Three of Pentacles coming out for you. So this is talking about, especially with that Knight of Pentacles energy, I do feel like I want to put that more like that because I don't want to forget that that energy there. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about really slowing down a little bit and working on manifesting what it is that you want to create this week for yourself, Aquarius. You have the ability to create it. You have the ability to dream it. The Empress is pregnant many times because she's creating something, but she's receptive. That's like the main thing about the Empress. She allows herself to receive. So you're allowing yourself to receive all of this insight, but you need to make it solid. You need to work towards making it solid. And Three of Pentacles tells me that there may be collaborations involved with you in some way. Okay. Under the Knight of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, talking about the need to plan something, to assess how you're going to grow your garden. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so a lot of abundance coming in for you, Aquarius. I'm just repeating myself, getting the same messages over and over again. Why the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands at the end of the week, please, for Aquarius? The Six of Cups. All right. So this is something, again, that brings you a lot of pleasure. This could be something that you are destined to do. This is connecting in some way to your true will, your true purpose. You have it with the Judgment card. So this is, the Judgment card has many interpretations. One that I'm really feeling strongly for you right now, Aquarius, is this is ushering in for you a whole new era, a whole new way of being, a whole new life in a way, right? You're reborn. You can see the possibilities for yourself this week, and you're able to start manifesting those new possibilities and moving towards these new goals. Okay. Now, the last two cards that popped out for you with those cards were the Queen of Swords and the Emperor. So the Queen of Swords talks about cutting through nonsense, being really clear-headed, seeing beyond the illusion of things, which is just, again, reinforcing what we were talking about, seeing what is and isn't possible. And then the Emperor talks about making a plan. The Emperor is the architect of the deck. He makes the plan. He initiates. He gets things going in a very realistic way, right? In a practical way, being practical and laying the foundation for things that are very successful. So I see this being a very pivotal week for you, Aquarius. And, in our initial layout of cards, you'll notice that there are no major arcana cards. That is because this is a week where you have a lot of control over how you move forward, over the events that take place. All right, so make the best use of your energy this week, because there's a lot of amazing possibilities that are just around the corner from you. All right, let's see. Let me pull one final oracle card for you, Aquarius. This is just like advice on what to keep in mind as you move forward through the week. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me a clear and accurate message for Aquarius, please. Clear and accurate message for Aquarius. All right, let me shuffle some more on my magical blue knitted cloth that I knit for myself. I'm just doing it so that it's not too crazy loud for you as I shuffle the cards. I know the microphone picks up noises. All right, thank you, Spirit. Please give me a clear and accurate message for Aquarius. Okay. All right, you have trick. Interesting. I'm going to pull another card for you so I can get a better understanding. I like that third eye kind of vibe that we're getting up there over. I don't know what that animal is. Maybe a fox. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Give me another message for Aquarius, please. And instinct. Okay. So you got trick and instinct. And I am really, really drawn to that like third eye. So I think that really what this is telling you to keep in mind, as we were talking about, is that need to not get too caught into the illusion of things this week, not to be too overwhelmed by romantic visions. All right. It's good to follow your instincts here. You're going to need to ground them, right? Instinct talks about you knowing which way to move forward. So when you have these visions, I feel like Aquarius, a lot of you are very, or whoever I'm reading for is very intuitive, psychic, however you want to, whatever you want to call it, very in touch with your higher self. I think that you're able to see a lot of visions, a lot of possibilities for yourself in the future. And the key for you this week is going to be to really focus and listen to your inner self, listen to your higher self, really get in touch with your instinct to filter what is a trick, what are just illusions, from what is possible for you this week. Okay, Aquarius? And I think you're going to get it done, because I see, all these positive cards coming out for you. So very, very like magical, powerful week for you, Aquarius. Very cool. I like it. All right, Aquarius. Hope you found this helpful and fun. I'm going to move on to Pisces, our last zodiac sign of the night, Pisces. All right, if you've been here with me since the beginning, thank you. I know it's been a long haul. But if you're just logging on now, I'm doing Pisces now. We're going to do a spread for just the week ahead. So today is August 24th, and we're doing just the week ahead. So this Thursday to next Thursday, Friday, or maybe even the weekend, depending on when you catch this, just the week ahead. And we'll see what we got for Pisces. All right, thank you, Spirit. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the week ahead for Pisces. There's our first card. Thank you, Spirit. These are accurate messages for Pisces for the week ahead, please. Okay, one more card. All right, Pisces, there's so many cards that want to come out for you. All right, let me see. Oh, Kelsey, thank you. I'm not sure if you're still watching or not, but I just saw your message, so thank you. You're very welcome. All right, one final card for Pisces. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, and then the Emperor. Wow, ending up the week really strongly. All right, so Pisces, let's take a look at these cards for you. Okay, you start the week off with the Eight of Swords, so a little bit of confusion going on right now. Like you're not sure how to get out of a situation, or you're not sure how to maneuver out of a situation that has you confused. What you're being told here with the Seven of Wands, and we just talked about the Seven of Wands with Aquarius too, but what you're being told with the Seven of Wands is that you have the strength to be victorious. So the sevens can be difficult numbers, but the Seven of Wands, normally I'll look at the Seven of Wands as saying, you need to stand up for yourself, or you need to stand up for somebody else. But in this position right now, and the vibe that I'm getting from this Seven of Wands is that you don't realize that you're in a much stronger position than you think you are in. So you're actually coming from a place of strength right now, and you have a lot going for you. And for some reason, you're just not seeing that, especially with the Eight of Swords there. There's something that you're just not seeing. You're not seeing how strong you are. Your Four of Cups in the advice position here is saying that, I don't like the Four of Cups often. I have to tell you, I don't generally like the Four of Cups because I always feel like, don't tell me to be grateful for something if I'm not feeling grateful. Like, I want to sit and I want to feel sorry for myself, and sometimes, it's good. Feel that emotion, feel sorry for yourself, and then move on, right? So I feel like that's kind of the vibe here. You go ahead, feel sorry for yourself. Do it. It's okay to feel the emotion of disappointment and sadness. But once you've felt it, and once you've said, okay, this is what's, I'm disappointed about this, move on. Because especially with this card here, I love this depiction of the Four of Swords. It's like Spirit there is holding an umbrella over this person and is saying, we got your back. We have you. Yeah, you're sad, but, look, I'm here holding an umbrella over you so you don't get wet. So I think, it's important to really take a serious look at what resources you do have available. It'll be different for everybody, right? It might maybe not necessarily family. It might be chosen family. It might be, I don't know, you forgot that you want to start a band and you forgot that you actually have a guitar that's been in the basement for years, or you know what, your best friend has a guitar that they never use and you can borrow it. Whatever situation you're in, I know that's a silly situation, but this is telling me that look around, take a look around you, because the solution to your problem might be staring you right in the face and you don't even realize it. Because there is support around you right now. And then you end the week, Pisces, with the Emperor card. Really strong energy. We're going to pull some clarifiers here. But the Emperor is the architect of the deck for me. A lot of signs getting the Emperor card tonight. And so I feel like there's a lot going on right now in the general energies that are shining down on our planet right now, on the earth right now, that is telling people to focus and to make a plan and to get realistic about what their goals are, because now is the time when you can actually make those goals a reality if you make a solid plan moving forward. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifiers now. Let's get a few clarifiers on what's going on here for Pisces. Yeah, you got the 3 of Cups clarifying, the 8 of Swords, along with the 8 of Cups and the Magician. All right. So this is what I was saying earlier, what I was saying before, and I love it, when the clarifiers really just reconfirm the message that's come from the main cards that we drew. You're not seeing the wealth of abundance and emotions and support and good times that are around you right now this week for some reason, Pisces. And this isn't always, Pisces isn't, always a ho-hum, I feel sorry for myself kind of sign, but this is just telling us, forearmed is forewarned. You may be hit with these feelings of despondency this week, Pisces. Your main advice, really here also with this 8 of Cups and the Magician, is to just walk away from those feelings if you can magic your way out of them in a way. Now, for some of you, I feel like the feeling of disappointment is coming from somebody that wasn't honest with you. So the Magician can sometimes talk about a dishonest person or a player. So for some of you, I'm feeling this is talking about a relationship that you were in that you were disappointed in, like somebody, you saw their true colors and they turned out to be not so nice, not so wonderful. They turned out to be a player, a scammer, and now you're bummed about it, basically, Pisces. So if that's the case, if this is romantic, I'm sorry, but that's what happens. Let's get it happens sometimes, right? Let's get a clarifier on that 7 of Wands, please. Why the 7 of Wands? Thank you. Why the 7 of Wands? And I don't mean to minimize emotional disappointment when we're dating, because I've been there too. We've all been there, and it sucks. It's not fun. All right, so you got the 8 of Swords clarifying the 7 of Wands. So the 8 of Swords popping out twice for us. Yeah, there's something, you're just not, you're letting yourself feel the disappointment is basically what it is, how I'm seeing it. You're letting yourself feel down about it. Let me see if I can get another clarifier on that 7 of Wands. Why the 7 of Wands, please? The Moon, things not being as seen, and the 10 of Coins. So I am getting, again, for some of you, there's some kind of like player energy here where somebody was telling you that they were a lot more abundant than they are, that they were a lot, that they were able to provide in a way that they could not provide. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial. It can be emotional, right? They just weren't supportive in the way that they said they were going to be supportive to you, Pisces. And that's okay, because with that 7 of Wands, you're a lot stronger than you think you are, and you can do for yourself. But let's move to the 4 of Cups. Why the 4 of Cups, please? Thank you, Spirit. Why the 4 of Cups for Pisces? Okay, we have the 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so this is you getting really clear, cutting through the BS, being very aware of the mask. Yeah, I am really getting this very heavily, Pisces, for the majority of you, that this is a relationship that went bad. I know we're like, where are the cups? Can't be a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but it is screaming at me that somebody was not forthright. Somebody was not completely honest with you. They said that they could do things that they couldn't, and that's put you in a difficult or disappointing position. You are going to be moving past this disappointment. You really, by the end of the week, I see you taking control, getting your mojo back, being the emperor again, and focusing on, on what you can do, focusing on yourself, focusing on making plans for the future. Thank you, Spirit. Give me a clarifier on the emperor, please. Thank you, Spirit. Whoops. All right. Let me see. Please give me a clear and accurate message. Why the emperor? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the King of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, that's what we were talking about. This is you. You're abundant. You're competent. You're capable. You're the King of Pentacles. You know how to bring in the money, bring in the security. You know how to like have your cake and eat it too, so to speak, right? The King of Pentacles overlooks and sees all of the abundance that they've created, and then they enjoy that abundance. So I see this really coming in for you by the end of the week, where whatever disappointment this is that's come in for you, by the end of the week, you're totally over it. You're back to your normal, confident, positive, upbeat self, Pisces. Okay. So let's get a final clarifier for you from the Wild Mystic Oracle deck. This is a new Oracle deck that I'm working with, and I'm really liking it. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me just a final word of advice as Pisces moves forward through the week. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. You got power. I mean, that's exactly what we were saying. You're powerful. You can, you don't need whatever this person was trying to give you, or whatever they said they had that they could provide you with that you just couldn't do without. It's kind of how I'm seeing it. You don't need it. And you also got grow. So you had 2 cards come out for you with the, I love this. This is like, very much like the yin yang symbol here with the salamanders and salamanders, being associated with the element of fire. And so I see this really strong will coming in. You get your mojo back, as we were saying earlier, and you grow and you really learn from this lesson here, whatever this was that happened for you. So Pisces, really powerful stuff for you. I'm not happy that you had this disappointment, but looks like this was a real strong, growing opportunity for you, and that you really gained in power. You gain in power by the end of the week, which is great. And, I love that this power sign is associated with the sign of Aries, because we just finished the zodiac readings for tonight. And then, if we were to start all over again, we'd start with Aries. So pretty cool. All right, you guys, I hope you found this helpful and interesting and mostly fun, right? Because we should just have fun in our lives, I think. So let me just take this opportunity to thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, if you could please subscribe to the channel, that would be great. Hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm not sure who commented, Michelle, but whoever that was, thank you. I love you. I got to click on your icon. This chat's going to go away when I close out the window, so I don't really know. I can't tell who that was, so just send me a message if you want. I do have my email address listed, so if there are any messages you want to send me, that would be awesome. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any suggestions for tarot readings or videos that you'd like to see me do, send those over too. I would love to hear, I'd love to do what you want me to do. So that'd be great. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chaley and La Unique One. And thank you. All right, you guys, good night. Have a great night. And maybe I'll do this again. I'll catch you next time. All right. Okay. Thanks, Chaley. I appreciate that. Thanks. All right, you guys, have a good one. I'm going to sign off. Good night.